Hi and welcome back to another Bestest Times Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is, let's have a look on the phone. It is Thursday, May the 11th, 2024. It is 6:38 a.m. Current temperature is 20.8 degrees Celsius. We've had 15.4 millimeters of rain since 9 a.m. yesterday. And it's 99% humidity. Feels like 24.8. Yes, and it does. You can feel that humidity. Okay, so we'll leave you without saying the location for a little bit. See if you can work out where it is. Most people would be able to tell. Even people that don't live here, that never have, that have watched my videos, probably seen it often enough to know exactly where this is. I'll go for a minute or so before I say, so you can have a chance. Random Coles trolley. I've seen Coles trolleys and worse trolleys than that all the way out at Gundy. Yeah. A bit of a hike. I don't know if they've taken a mini ute or whatever, or they've walked with them that distance. Anyway, we'll do our thing. Show as much as we can. Hopefully it'll handle the low light really well. Continue on our merry way. Good morning. Okay, for those wondering, yeah, we're at Coronation Drive. At the moment, Coronation Drive over East Innisfail. There's your Jubilee Bridge. Through there where we just went under, around and under. So we'll continue on our merry way down here like we do. But we're going to go on a different walk. We're going to go all the way down Coronation. We'll go down and get onto Marillion Road. Go down Marillion Road to the old botanist store, turn off there, go up Carmel Street, and so on. And then we'll end up at Church Street, go down there, then go down Marty Street towards Marillion Road, all the way down and then back along here. So, see how we go. Got spare batteries, external microphone, so it doesn't rain. Can have better audio without wind noise. Yesterday's audio was pretty good with the internal microphones. So anyway, if you see me along the way at times.
Duration 26 minutes 9 seconds. 2,922 steps. Heart rate 121.
That's my walk from near home. Whenever you hear that, it's my walk from near home to this current location. Anyway, if you see me along the way with any of these walks, feel free to say hello, wave, and all that. Sorry if I don't notice. If you drive past and wave, I might be too busy engrossed in what I'm doing on the video. But other than that, yeah, it's never intentional that I'd snub anyone. One of the newer chairs they've put in around different places. It's back where we just came from, in as much detail as possible. I want to be back in town by about 8 o'clock to go to Coles, so get a few things and go home. So should be fine to do that. Okay. It starts pouring rain, then I'll take the external microphone out and I can just keep recording, so I've still got to walk to a location. And there's not much covered area along here, so anyway, with horizon leveling on, I can't have it on the widest angle of view, field of view, which I would prefer to have. It has extra wide so you can see more. To my left is Coronation Drive. To my right is all the mangroves and stuff, and then the Johnston River. So the Johnston River's behind all that. The South Johnston River. Chappie with a dog. Hopefully it's on a leash. Doesn't look like it because he's a lot farther forward than the dog, and yeah, bit of a worry. There's supposed to be a fine for that. but there's never anyone to think, oh, he's putting it on a leash now. That's good. Yeah, it's good that he did that. Yeah, it's supposed to be a fine, but there's no one around to give the fine anyway, to administer it, so that's the thing. Put out all these rules like that and laws, but if you do nothing about it, well, it's pointless. Waste the resources. Yeah. Good morning. No, I'm grateful that he put his dog on the chain. So there's Fitzgerald Street, the big hill. That's huge, that hill. Yeah, I've walked up it before when I was way younger, and it was crazy. I walked down it last year, I think it was, when I did one of my Innisfail videos, one of my comprehensive, a lot more detailed ones. Yeah, Fitzgerald Street. Hopefully the camera can show how steep that is. That tree's in the way, though, it makes it hard. Show how steep it is up to Meridian Road there. It'd be nice if this footpath was redone, like they did with the part further back. Parts here that are quite dangerous. Big lip there, you could trip quite easily. So, continue along. Whew. Yeah, you can feel the humidity even in the south. The humidity is worse over here than it was through town and that. Yeah, there's someone on a push bike to my left coming up. Nearly at Benwell Street. Good thing with the horizon leveling, if you ever buy any camera that has that, it keeps the camera like straight, so it doesn't go off axis. So if I was to turn the camera like tilted a bit, it would still stay straight up to a certain degree of it. Good morning. Lady on a push bike. Yeah, so there's your Benwell Street over there. Really nice garden along there. I've seen the chappie tending to it. It's to credit to him. That's the corner of Benwell and Coronation Drive. Wow. Johnston River through there, might be a bit hard to see. I don't bother zooming with this camera because it's only got 2 times zoom like the other one. This is the one you use just in case it rains. It's got the water resistance, waterproof. Hasn't got as much battery life, so you have to bring more than one battery. There's back where we just came from, towards Benwell Street and that, Fitzgerald Street. Like I always say, try and show as much detail as we can in the time we're here. This is Bartle Street and Stanzella. If you know, you know. There's your Bartle Street and Stanzella. Continue along. I'm still on Coronation. The school, every step counts. 500 metres, 625 steps. I'm guessing that's the distance to the school. To the East Innisfail State School. Yeah, if you look along here, you'll see how horrible all this is here. It's all crumbled. It's been like that all the time. For many, many, many moons. They haven't done anything to it the whole time I've lived in this town. There's just been bits here and there like this that have been done up and just left the rest to crumble. Anyway, these used to be holiday apartments back in the day, what I've been told. That's why we're showing them. Danzella. Steep driveway. Same with the next one. Steep driveway. Uncovered seating. Well, covered by the tree canopy, which isn't as bad if it's just spitting rain. Pardon me. You can stand under there and it's fine. I've done that. That last time I walked along here when it rained. There's your tree canopy. We always like to show if it looks nice. There's coconuts through there. Don't know how well they'll show up on there. Green ones. Yeah. If it was a sunny day in winter, it'd be a nice place to sit. Coming up on Shoe Street to my left. Trees could be cut back a bit, starting to encroach on the pathway. A few other times when I've walked all the way through Coronation Drive down the back of the school and all that, it's been parts have been very overgrown and very slippery too. It can be very slippery behind the school. They're supposed to be doing all that up. There was talk of it. It was even on the council website. They're going to do it up. It needs to be pressure washed 3 or 4 times a year, the whole thing, whole pathway. But I think these sort of parts would crumble more with that. That's the downside. There's your Shoe Street. SCHEU. Not SHOE. Lighting's probably not that great to show through there, but you can get an idea. It's very steep. Yeah, crazy steep. I smell cigarette smoke. So I'm sure somebody that's come along here in the last couple of hours has been smoking. But I don't usually smell it. Some nice trees here. This tree canopy here I always like along here, so we'll try and show it as much as we can. Hopefully the camera brightens it enough to be able to see it. Just naturally does it. If I had the other camera, it does it automatically. Yeah, see, that's slippery, but just here, be careful. If you walk along, very slippery just there. All the non-grippy parts are quite slippery. Anyway, we'll show along the tree canopy, and if there's something interesting to show along, we'll share down a tree where things are grafted onto it and growing on it, like this. Parts on either side, on the grass and the weeds and that are getting overgrown. But the tree canopy doesn't look too bad. You do a bit of work to make it look a bit nicer. Sometimes it's nicer. Blue sky's trying its hardest to come through. Be nice if the sun come right out, especially for the video side of it. For heat wise, well, not so good, but for the rest of it, yeah, it's fine. For video wise. Yeah, sometimes with the microphones, because they isolate the sound, you don't hear the other person saying hello to me, but that lady on the bike said hello to me. And a few of the other people along the way have said hello. Said good morning and that. Yeah, if you're someone who's watched my videos and all that, and you want to be on video and say hello and everything, let me know. You know, stop and say hello. Tell me that you want to be on video, which gives me permission to put it on YouTube. And that, in doing that, it naturally does that. Back where we just walked through, the tree canopy and that, someone with a dog, 2 dogs coming along, so gotta be careful. Well, they're on leashes and that, but you know, keep out of their way. And that, but yeah, if you want to be on a video, feel free to stop, say hello, say your first name, you don't have to say anything else, like your last name. If you want to shout out to anyone, just say their first name. And like shout out to Gaz and Jeffrey, or you know, like that, or Odyssey Boy. Anyway, we'll continue along. Be a bit cautious with these slippery bits as we do. Just up here we'll cross over and go down to Merlion Road and onto Carmel Street. We'll continue our trek. It was a bit slippery just then. East Innisfail State School, one of the entrances. For cars, I don't know if buses come through here. I know cars certainly do. Yeah, it's just the reason why I'm not crossing a bit sooner is because it's all slush. Yeah, it's not the best to be walking along that spot. So we'll go where this car park is and then go back around. And we'll be fine. Lady coming along, so there's the vet's on the corner. Turn the camera so that she has her privacy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, quite warm, quite sweaty this hour. Good morning.
3 kilometers completed. Duration 39 minutes 24 seconds. 4,355 steps. Heart rate 126.
There's your Coronation Drive, Merlion Road intersection. The signage. School over there. And blue care. The old Shell service station here. Computer shop for a while. Been a few different things. The old Westnet signage on there. Shown that in other videos, and ASA signage. Yeah, it's getting a bit, because people do park here when they're going to the vet and the blue care and all that, and probably to the East Innisfail State School as well. Dartwell Canal through there. That's closed down. Just use it for storage, I think. And there's your Shell signage here. Apart from the colouring here, you can tell that it was definitely Shell by these stickers here. Right, they're still there. Sometimes that's all overgrown there and you can't see them. So I've taken photos and video of it before in detail, close up. Darrell Canal repairs to TV, LCD, plasma, DVD, VCR, GME, Electrophone, and Kenwood. Radio brands, two-way radio brands. There's H-E-A-V-E-Y Street. I don't know exactly how you would say that. I've never really heard anyone say it. Or if I haven't, I really took any notice. But H-E-A-V-E-Y Street. Heavy? Anyway, there's the old Jehovah's Witness Hall. They used to have their stuff here for a fair while there. Notice they've done up the front a little bit. New doors and that in. Bit of glass. I think it's all been turned into one again. It used to be two flats for a while there. East Innisfail State School. We're nearly up at Carmel Street. So we can show this because there's no children around this hour of the morning. 6:57 a.m. We're at Carmel Street. The old Bodner store, the one across the road from here. Yep, the old Bodner store here. This is Merlion Road, Carmel Street. It'd be good if they cleared that away so you can see the signage. There's the old Bodner store here. People live in it. Used to be a payphone there for years. Yeah, Carmel Street, Merlion Road. So we're going to go all the way up Carmel Street, up the hill, and turn right. We're going to take it easy though, because it's, yeah, pretty full on. I'll show the Jehovah's Witness Hall on the way through. Just from the outside, of course. Lower Hickey Street just up there. The next street on the right. dw.org written on there. I always seen bigger walking along here years ago. That Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, they could do with an upgrade to their driveway. All the people that go there could donate. But it says all welcome, no collections. So I don't think they take an offering up, anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that on there before, no collections. Must make their money somehow. But anyway, we won't go into that. But we'll show the outside, because that's what we do. There's a church's video where you see the outside of it, in a little bit more detail that I did earlier in the year, where I showed all the different churches that I could get to around town, including the Seventh-day Adventist out on Lawrence Road there, Lower Hickey Street, which turns up there. You got the park over there, and that. So as usual, we'll keep the camera as straightforward as possible, and whatever shows, shows. Like we normally do. People's privacy. Whatever shows to the left and the right, it's all good. Get a quick selfie when I'm here. The humidity sometimes plays up with the camera, so you'll see a bit of haze in that at times. I like the look of this when it's cleaned off, when it's like trimmed back in a little bit. It hasn't long been trimmed back. There's all the weeds and stuff here, ground cover and that takes over. Oh, this is falling down. I don't know how well it'll show up on video because it's showing up very dark on the screen. But the screen's not 100% true representation of what the camera's actually seeing. There you go. If I turn back, you can see the way this is, back towards the school and the Jehovah's Witness Hall. These flowers are nice here. Yeah, very nice. I just like showing flowers and things when you can, where it's not going to intrude in anyone's privacy. Get some photos, which, if I remember up, lucky they got a fence. It would be quite offensive otherwise. Dog's going right off. Anyway, so we can't show this for too long because they're here. The dogs. But yes, really nice flowers here. Carmel Street. Like I always say, yeah, see the beauty around you. Anyway, that's that. We'll continue along up the steep hill and we'll turn right up the end. We end up in Punchard Street at one stage, just a little bit of it. Sending the photos through to a friend of mine. The flowers and that. She always likes it. Seeing the flowers. I always like it. There you go, you can see the road a bit. When I point the camera down a bit, the camera adjusts to it. Oh, wow. Just checking to see if there's any traffic coming. Sometimes it's best to walk up the middle of the road in places like this. Just in case a dog or something comes out, you've got more chance of going either way than being stuck to one side. But then here there's sort of a blind spot where a car could come over the hill or a cyclist or whatever, and then it's harder to see. Ryan Street up the end here. So we're going to turn right onto Ryan Street, R-Y-A-N. Nearly up to Ryan Street. I'll show you down when I get up the top. So you might be able to get an idea of how steep this is. It's not one I do very often, as you can probably hear the breathing. Anyway, we'll look back down the hill, give you a bit of an idea. You can actually see the old Seventh-day Adventist church over there. Where Praise Chapel was for a little while. Up the top. So that was Carmel Street. There's your Ryan Street. And Ryan Street. So I'll continue up here till we get to Punchard. And we'll turn left. Wow. It's a good leg workout doing this. And then sort of off. There's a big, huge dip sort of thing here. It's just pretty full on. It's pretty wild here. If you didn't have grip on your shoes or driving along with bad brakes, there should be a barricade thing up here. So there's less chance the cars going flying off the edge. That'd be smart. Like a really good railing, not just some basic thing that gets ruined when someone hits it. Oh, you don't want it to. That is dangerous. Oh, it goes into Hickey Street, that's right. There it goes, turns into Hickey Street first. Then you get the Punchard and that. Get my bearings. Oh, I've walked this many times, but I used to walk it years and years and years ago for exercise. That turns into Hickey Street, where the sign is. Show the rainforesty part here. It goes all the way through to Marty Street, behind houses and that, and then comes out the street. There's some nice purple flowers through there and some bird of paradise. Don't know if it'll show up on camera, but I'll show it across there. I'll be able to see the purple flowers and the bird of paradise. Through there. Some coconuts on there, green ones. Yeah, we'll keep it showing straight ahead for privacy, like I always do. If I see anything interesting, I'll turn the camera to show it. It's a very Art Deco looking house to my left. To my right, I mean. I can't show it. But yeah, it's very Art Deco. It's nice. Cargill Street, C-A-R-G-I-L-L Street. I could go down there. but I don't want to. I want to get to Punchard and all that. Church Street. Yeah, Cargill Street, right there. Oh, there's that Art Deco place, really nice. Look at it there, you can see it. Back where we just came from. Didn't want to show up too close. Some chappy in the yard. Up here, so you can see the low fog in the mountains over the back. Straight ahead. Oh, they're showing up. I'm seeing them. Hopefully they show up in video. Nice garden to my left. Yeah, a little steep driveways along here. Okay. All this ground cover. I lived in a place with this ground cover years ago. Prehistoric land, later enduring. Oh, goes crazy, this stuff. It's hard to get rid of. Not the one with the purple leaves, there's orange leaf one here. Okay. Yeah, very hard to control. And that. Yeah, they keep resurfacing these roads, but they're real bumpy because they're not fixed up first. I don't know if it'll show up on video. Oh, that's a big dog.
Duration 52 minutes 34
Ooh.
seconds. 5,736 steps.
People shouldn't have dogs like
Heart
that.
rate 138.
No offense to people who have them, but if it could get over that fence, I'd be finished, I think. And you'd see me getting mauled on a video. Because I'd put it up so that people get a fine for it, get in trouble for it. But yeah, I get why people have dogs like that, security and all that, but yeah. Have I gone the wrong way? I think I might have. Oh, yeah, I have. That's all good. Let's get in the end. Yeah, I should have went down that last street. It's all good. It's been a while. Chug a lug. Yeah. I'm fine with it. Yeah, definitely should have went down that. Yeah, see where I should have went. I get it. Oh, I'll go down and go around and go up Punchard Street. It's all good. Just adds that extra fair bit to the walk. Sun's starting to show up a bit. Got nice scenery through here. Be nice with a good zoom camera. With all the mist and that. Be nice for a time lapse. From one of these high vantage points. Like on a driveway or something showing across. Yeah. But I definitely should have went down that the last street. Is it worth going back to that? Probably not. Yeah, I'm nearly down here now. It's all good. I know there's people around that would like to see Punchard Street. People that watch my videos. People that used to live down there for old time's sake. Maybe dogs get to be a little bit of a worry. Anyway, what can you do? Yeah, I've walked along here in videos before. So, there's all cattle and that, and horses further down. I can't remember what this street's called, but I know we're just coming off Hickey. The sign's been broken. We'll end up at Punchard. Yeah, I can see where I wanted to go through some of the driveways and that. Ah, it's all good. Sometimes it's nice to minimise the amount of walking when you've done a ridiculous amount. What have you done? Nearly 5 kilometres. 5 kilometres isn't too bad when you're not going up and down hills. Yeah, it's not too bad. So if you look at my East Innisfail videos, my full-on ones from last year, you'll see along here. I wish this went straight through and come out at Marty Street. Then I would just walk all the way straight down. But it doesn't. All headlands and stuff through there. Yeah, it's Punchard. I definitely should have went down that side street before the Cogill Street. We'll see what this street's called when we get up here. So there is the sign. It'll tell us. Show along here while we're coming along. Hopefully you'll see some of the low-lying clouds and fog and all that along there. Bliss, Bliss Street. I wonder if that's the same Bliss as in Kevin Bliss Motors from back in the day. Like related. Little cows up ahead. Down there. Further up on the hill. Okay, we're on Punchard Street now. Okay, so we didn't avoid this little hill here. But anyway, like we did last time. All good. Vehicle backing out. Get out of their way. I'm sure they're going. I'm sure they know. Give me some looks. Weird looks. I don't think people realise what this is, that it's a camera. But it is. Go back in the middle where it's a little bit safer at times. Smoke through there. Must be burning off something, I would say. Yeah, it's definitely smoke. Huh. Someone's standing there. Whew. Yeah, Punchard Street. Keep something straight ahead like I always do. Whatever shows. And we'll turn back and have a look where we just come from shortly. When we get up about halfway up the hill. Yeah, a little bit further than now. Back where we just came from. Hopefully showing up properly. Wow, there's some nice gardens along here. I wish I could show them. Well, once we get to the top here, I'll turn around and show back where we came from again, so we can see a bit of detail. What's around? Whew. There's Church Street there. Yep, definitely should have went that other street. Oh well. What's done is done. Back where we just came from. Okay, continue along our merry way. Well, I'm not going back this way anyway, so just going down Church Street. Not like I'm going to walk up the other side of Church Street, no. Not doing that anymore. Family daycare to my right. This part's bad enough, let alone doing the other side of Church Street. It's sort of a blind spot too when you get to the top of it. Very steep Very steep blocks here too, at people's yards. When we get up to the tank up there, I'll have a bit of a rest for a minute and then go again. We might end up going to the butcher and getting a drink too on the way back, so we'll show down to there, then end up back on Coronation behind everything. It's a nice house to my right. Yeah, really nice. The way they've done it up. I like when people show pride in their places. There's down to Marty Street. Yeah, right up here. With the reservoir sign. Church Street Reservoir. There's the tank through there. Your Church Street Reservoir, 9 MLS, or capped 9 MLS for some reason. Get a couple of photos over here, like we do. Church Street Hill. Crazy. Alright, we'll have a minute or so rest. Then we'll continue on. Keep the video rolling just in case something happens. This car's can come up out of nowhere over that hill. So I'm going to get on the driveway, on the pathway here. I have walked around there in one of my Innisfail videos. You can see that a lot better. Yeah, you'd want to have good grip going down here. Definitely. It's at 7:20 AM. Nice frangipani tree, hasn't got any flowers on it yet. Nice flowers across to my right. Looks like a lemon tree, or is it an orange tree? Might be an orange tree to my left. You've got to walk pretty slow down here just in case. Don't want to end up having a fall. It wouldn't be the best thing. Yeah, I've got okay grip on my shoes. Yeah, there's parts here like where it's a bit more slippery there. I wouldn't walk on in this weather. I think the butcher would be open at this hour. They usually are. Yep, car coming. I'm not going on to the guttering because it's all slimy. Now we're up to Marty Street. Or we go up Marty Street a little bit to my left, I don't know, we'll see. When I get up there. Well, that was Church Street. You can see all the kangaroo dung along here. Yeah, some of it is, some of it's not. Some of it's just from plants and that. Well, yeah, we'll go left for a little bit, like we did last time when we saw the kangaroos up here. You see the fake one up there. That used to get me because you know, you don't come along here for years, and then it says, oh, that's right. Yeah, we'll go to the top so we can look over the other, both ways, back this way and the other way. 7:22, got half an hour to get back to town before Coles opens. Can we do it? I think we can. We will see. We might change batteries when we get up there. It will need it. So we can get back to town and record the whole way. So you can get a decent length video out of it. Good velocity. And we'll go to the corner of this next street. Change battery. Then we'll be back. Yeah, I don't know how you say this name. It's M-E-A-G-H-E-R. I think it's a close, not a crescent. S-C-L. Okay. Well, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Well, it'll be instant for people watching the video. But I'll be back once I've changed batteries. Away we go. We're back with full battery. It is now 7:28 a.m.
5 kilometers completed. Duration 1 hour 7 minutes 49 seconds. 7,384 steps.
For those who didn't catch that earlier, that's the distance from walking from home to here. Not just during this video. That's the whole thing. From home to here. Okay. So we're going up over Marty Street. It's a much nicer part to walk now. Just that it's not as hilly. Being cautious not to slip over. That's the best thing to do. nearly up at Church Street again. I'm not going to go down. I'm going to go up Church Street. I'll try and show how steep it is, but it's hard. And then we'll continue along down Marty Street to Marillion Road. I might turn left there and go to the butcher and get a drink. Get a soft drink and then continue on. Oh. The corner of Marty and Church. There's Church Street. Yeah. Imagine going down on a push bike on this and your brakes fail. Oh, that's crazy. You've got to have pretty good brakes going along there. Even parking on the side of that hill. Nearly up at Vanderloo Close. I think it's Vanderloo. Very close to Vanderloo Close. That's to my right. Got my rainforest stuff to the left. You've got to be careful of animals coming out of there. Your cassowaries, kookaburras, kangaroos, wallabies, snakes, rats, whatever. Yeah, a lot of stuff. People have even said, sure they've seen camels come out of there in the past. Or deer or something. I forget what I was told last year, whenever it was. It's Vanderloo Close. All fairly new houses, like the last 20 years or so. Not all of them, but like the majority. Cardboard man used to live down there. If you know, you know. Drainage isn't that good here. A lot of places where there's bad drainage could do with fixing up. Because these sort of gutterings don't hold that much water. Remember those sort of gutters were introduced in the 90s. They're good for some things, not for others. If you're driving along and you hit it, it's not as bad. And that. Well, there's back where we just came from. Towards Church Street and Vanderloo Close and the other ones. Other one up there that I don't know how to say the name. Show you a bit of the rainforest part. So up here is where the school is. Radiant Life School. Not so much you can show when a car comes along. But I'm not going off onto the slush. There's plenty of room for them to go around me, which they usually do. Usually people are pretty good with that. Yeah, so you got the rainforest parts on both sides of the road now. Remember I pointed out rainforest before instead of come through to Marty Street? This is it here. It comes through behind houses and all that. Bit of a creek through there when it's wet weather. A drain creek. And through here. Probably pretty deep here now. Yeah. Deeper than last time I come along here. Of course I'm not going to walk over close to it. Erosion might happen and go flying in there. And it's just too slushy. Do not need wet feet for the next hour while I walk home. Whatever photos and that I take, if they turn out good enough, I'll put them on the video, on the end of the video. With the humidity though, it's fogging up the camera a bit and making it a lot harder. Trying to clean off any condensation or any stuff from the humidity, but it's not easy. by the time you take the next photo, it's back again. Yeah. Yeah. The lighting's not the best, but this is how it is over here, so we're showing it as it is. And that's what my videos are about, like history, showing exactly how it was. If you were walking along here at this particular time on this particular day, this is what you're going to see. I'm going to get away from that truck. I think that would be a plus. Yes, get away from the truck. Go this side of the road where it's on the other side. It's hard to walk along here. It'd be nice if there was a footpath all the way along here. Yeah, a lot of people have said that over the years, especially seeing there's a school right here. It'd make it nicer if it was. And the school's right there. Make it a lot safer. Put it in half a metre or a metre off the road, so it's safer. That'd be excellent. There's a school there and the church. And that, we've shown that in the church's video on that. And the outside as best as we could. It's Riley Street, R-I-L-E-Y. At Riley Street. People wondering. Hey. Yep, see it. Old Nathan. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see him. He's good. I've got time for him. Always been friendly, always been nice. There you go. Used to be a door greeter at Kmart in Kent Central. He was always really friendly and nice. What are you doing around this way? Well, you can see the camera. It's a little obvious, but anyway, it's all good. Continue along with the random trolley. If you know, you know, it needs the random trolley support group. The lost trolley. Support group, Inc. Proprietary Limited and all those other ones. So you can go through here and you can go to that park that I mentioned, Lower Hickey Street, I mentioned earlier. It's not a very nice driveway through there though, it goes behind people's places and it's just, what you can see here, potholes. Anyway, continue along. It's Mark's mow, keep them happy, keep them trimmed. I mentioned that in one of the, showed one other video. And that, just to show what's around, it's not advertising someone's business, it's not a paid advertising or anything, it's just showing what's here. And all that. So this next house is being painted. I don't know. It might have been painted last time I come along, I just didn't notice. It looks like the roof and the weatherboards have been painted. Yeah, we'll go left, go up to the baker. We used to be the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. There used to be a sign there. You had the butcher, the baker, and then so they'd put the candlestick maker on a little sign on the bottom of it. Tabernacle. Radiant Life College, needs good clean. Signage, Marty Street. There's Marillion Road. Nearly on Marillion Road now. So, there we go. Whew. Yes. This is towards Empower Church, just further down here. you're ever wondering where that is, go past the butcher, keep going down. It's on the left hand side, you'll see it. Signage and that. Yeah, it's the only place over here now to get a drink. So, there used to be a Bodner store, there used to be Alvarez's store, there was True Blue, there was the Fitzgerald Street store, all gone, all long gone. That's where the furniture shop used to be. There was a church there at one stage as well. I think it was like a Jewish church. And you can see furniture and bedding still written in there. Something, because it's a bit worn off. You can see something, furniture and bedding. I don't know if it shows up on video. It's above the yellow and further up towards the top. It's a very Art Deco looking building. Yeah, I don't think it's used at all for the church anymore. Had all the CSC church. There are old chairs in there. You can still see them in there. It's not set up as the church anymore. So you got household, office, commercial, furniture and bedding written on that side. I'll actually try and get a photo of both of the signs so I can put it on the end of the video. If you see that, then you know that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know how well it's going to show up the signage, but I'll do what we can, as we do, as we always do, best we can. It's the old showing through, which I always like to see. And there we go. This is the best as we can show. And we'll go up to the butcher and I'll stop the camera for a sec while I go in there and come back out. It'd be nice to show the inside and everything, what it's like for us to look back on and that, but what can you do? Yeah, there's some nice gardens along here as well. But here's that old furniture shop here. They're the ones that moved to near the Young Chinese restaurant next to Pet's Domain. That was there first and they moved. Thinking along. It's good that there's such a wide area here to walk. But actually there's a decent footpath on both sides, at least on one side. Footpaths in little bits, but that's it. Oh, you got the daycare centre next to the Empower Church up here too, which we're not going to walk down that far. Nice tree canopy. Remember this used to be, like a painter had this and that. Used to be Dulux and that written on this. So it makes me think it was a painter that had it, mechanic and stuff over the years. There's a thingo down here. It's like a, there's Turner Street. It's not an Endeavour Foundation house, it's something like that. I'll have a look at the signage when we go past. It's for disability people, which is good that they've got it. There's getting to be a few of these around, there should be a heap of them. Used to be an Endeavour house near Villanova, near the old Villanova in Charles Street. That's long gone. Yeah, Haven Care, part of the NDIS. New Specialist Disability Accommodation. Inquire now. Okay. It's hard to see the signage properly. See if I can get a photo of the signage and input it later into the video at the end. If it comes out clear enough. So this is Midway Butchers. We'll mosey on in and get that drink. So we'll walk up as close as we can and then do it. I don't know if Alan's chickens are still in here. It used to be in the arcade. It used to be in Central Arcade or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, Midway Butchers. Used to be Barry Reef Fish and Chips here. And that. Anyway, we'll stop the camera and we'll come back on when we get out. Okay, well, I got my Saxby's creaming soda. Oh, gee, the battery's gone down a bit already. And that's the fresh battery. Wow, there you go. Show you the Saxby's creaming soda. No, it's not a paid promotion, it's just showing what you could get at the time. Saxby's creaming soda. That's not too bad, I've had it before. They used to sell it at the book centre. Near the book centre. And that's what the book centre guy said when he was closing down. I grabbed my last one. He's like, oh, you probably won't be able to find these now. Yeah, they're hard to get. And then I went over to the butcher one day and there they were. So we'll go down past the school, but we won't show too much. If there's any kids around and that, of course. But we'll continue along. If there's too many people around, well then we'll go down the other way, of course. We'll go down and go behind the school. Good exercise walking along here. Too bad. Yeah, they didn't have like 600ml bottles of Coke or Pepsi. Usually my choice that I want that. Easier to carry. It's good to have a 600ml bottle you can close up when you finish using it. Some more later. Rather than a can. Can's a bit harder when you got camera in one hand. People on push bikes, you don't see that as often as you used to. Still see them, but not as much. Coming up where that old furniture store used to be. Yeah, hopefully the signage shows up in the photos at least. The old signs. I always find that interesting, seeing old stuff showing through like that. Like if you own a business and you're getting, well, especially a business that's been around forever, and you find old signage or your own business's signage that's the sort of signage you could take to the History Museum would be great. Donate it to the History Museum. Like the West Innisfail news signs, news agency signs should have been donated to the museum. I was going to say something to the people at the time that were knocking it down, but they just didn't seem very friendly. Said hello to one of them, he gave me weird looks. So, yeah, I was going to ask if they could donate it to there. Like I asked the guy that's doing the old ANZ Bank in the old Empire Cafe area, Rental Business Services. They've got old tiles in there from the butchery era when the butcher was there, and he's just going to throw them out. And I said something to him one day and he was real arrogant to me about it. Like he didn't want to talk to me. Yeah, you could see it. There's no way in this world he wanted to talk to me. So I was like, okay, fair enough. But I mentioned it to him and they're still there. Last time I looked. So if you ever go through there and you want to ask him, you might have more clout, or say something to the Historical Society that they're there. They could mount them in a frame or something and put it up that, you know, have a plaque on there saying what it was from. And that, because, well, the guy said there was a butcher there when he did say a little bit to me. There used to be a butchery there. So that's that. Anyway, we'll continue along till we get near the school and then we'll stop until we get past the school. So I'll have some of my cream soda, as it says. So class, this is the Marty Street bus stop for some reason, even though it's on Brilliant Road. That's what they do. Yeah, I would like to have got something to eat at the butchery, but their pie warmer and that was empty. Would like to have got a sausage roll or something. Easy to eat along the way, a bit of energy. And that. Oh well, see how things go. Continue along. Whew. Yeah, quite warm. The old 90 scooter, a bit more exercise on that. Huh. Yeah, you've got to be careful around schools when you're recording in that. Yeah, for people who want to start doing this sort of stuff, yeah, when you're walking past a school when school's on, just, yeah, if you can show to the other side, it might be a bit better sometimes to show than that, away from the school. So, if it's time where kids are going across the road and all this sort of stuff, well, you know, then you just turn the camera off like I'm going to do when I get up there until I'm finished and that, till I get past there. But I might cross over so I'm not as close and go across the crossing when I get up there. So this is Merlion Road, as I've mentioned. Yeah, the battery's not as good, the older ones, as the new one. I'll have to label the new one to show, so I know it's the new one. I know it's the flat one now. So I'll get my label maker out and label it. So I know. Yeah, this is not my normal walking speed. This is the walking speed for videos so that I can, you know, show a bit more detail that way. Yeah. We'll go around on the Coronation when we get up there. Once I'm past the school on that. Got Carmel Street coming up. Fair way up still. But it's there, nonetheless. Nevertheless, or whatever. I wonder if the preschools thing here ever gets used. It's not looked after. I showed it in the last video, zoomed in and everything, in the last East Innisfail video where I walked along, and that. And I've shown it in other videos how unkept it is. So I assume it's not being looked after, not being used in that. Oh. Getting close up to where the Thai restaurant was, and Bodner's store. Yeah, people live in there, so. Whew. So this place is getting done up slowly over the years. It looks like rain's coming, which is quite annoying, of course. Whew. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna pour rain any minute. Ugh. It gets frustrating. So I might get undercover where Bodney store used to be. Yeah, it's raining now. Right. Mrs. Leota, very nice lady. Always good time for her. Yeah, very nice. Very nice person. And the late Sari, yeah, he was nice. Those good people, yeah. Good people. Alright, well, we're gonna see what happens with the weather. Might be able to keep going. See. We'll get up to Bodners anyway, the old Bodners. See how we go and stop the recording. There's no kids on this side at the moment. Oh, there is way down. That way I can have some of my drink. Anyway, well, Okay, we're back again. Been past the Innisfail State School, went across the crossing. The lady was quite nice. I like it when they're friendly and personable. You can have a little chat with them and that. Yeah. That's good. Anyway, we're going to go down Coronation like before. So be careful of showing kids though, because they could be walking along. Oh, yeah, the humidity. I'm running a bit later than I expected. I'm not going to make it to Coles in time. That's fine. There's not much I can do. I think going that extra mile and then up Punchard Street sort of did that over and going to the butcher. Otherwise I would have made it. The left is to the way to the drop-off area of the Innisfail State School with kids and that. Of course we're not going to show it. Not going to walk on this traffic island, it can be quite slippery. Yeah, where I went across before, there was a car there where I come out earlier. So I'm going to have to walk across to slush, I think. Oh, we'll stay on the road. On the side of the road might be the best way to do it at the moment. So there's kids coming, I can turn the camera the opposite direction. And that, for their privacy. Yeah, you always got to think of stuff like that. Oh, come on both sides now. Alright, we'll face the camera down till we get past this one with the child. Yeah, it's just better. It's all slush through here. Oh. Now we can show to the right as much as we can. Oh, yeah, it's very humid. But the tide's pretty high and the Johnson River's pretty dirty at the moment. I might have to quickly check Woolworths and see if they've got what I want, rather than going to Coles, taking longer. Yesterday they didn't. Yeah, to my left is the bike track, walking track, and the Johnson River. Yeah, there are stairs up here that I might go up and get onto the footpath. It's a bit safer. The sheer street coming up to my right. And that, yeah, the lighting's still not good. The lighting's good that way because the sun, where the sun is, the sun's behind it when you're doing that, because the sun's up there, sheer street direction. So it's better to show this way at the moment. You can see it better. Maybe there's some kids coming now. So we'll turn the camera. It's a bit different when it's adults. Still, I try not to show too many. Just shows the people using the two e-scooters. Nice. Pretty cool looking ones. Pretty cool. What if they're allowed to take charges to school to charge them during the day? Okay. They had helmets on too. That's always a plus. I always like to see that. We're near Stanzella. If you know, you know. Well, I usually mention Stanzella. There's a seat up here. and that. There we go, I can see the ground a bit better. Camera can handle it better. The child on the road, so we'll show the foliage and whatever on the side of the Johnston River. Picturesque Johnston River. It's really nice when it's clean, when the river's really clean and that. I always like it. There's Bartle Street to my right coming up. Stanzella just before it. Bartle.
8 kilometers completed. Duration 1 hour 44 minutes 29 seconds. 11,349 steps. Heart rate 141.
This is where I was showing before, where all the footpaths just ruined. Be no good for someone in a wheelchair to come along, or a mobility scooter even. I don't think it'll be that crash up for it. That's through to the water tower. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Yes, I wish I had a wider angle for the horizon leveling. That way you'd see a lot more detail in the video. Where you see the Bamboo Creek Bridge. I don't know how well it'll show up, but you can have a look. And if it shows the Bamboo Creek Bridge, if you see cars going across the bridge over the other side. Just near the cemetery and that. Yeah, I don't know if the second battery is going to make it to town. Hopefully it does. Even if it can make it to near Woolworths, I'm happy. And finish the video there. At the time of this, I know Woolworths has had their warehouse issues and stuff, but they haven't been able to get stock. And I know places down south, like Woolworths is in like Brisbane, and that have had a lot of bare shelves. Every now and then we have a lot of bare shelves, like soft drink and all that. Gets pretty bare. Yeah, to my right's Coronation. Or as someone said once, Coronation Doctor is DR. Yeah. Coronation Doctor. Classic. Yeah, so I've done this walk multiple times. That's why I wanted to do some of the other streets like Carmel Street and all that. Punchard and well, I'm glad I got to do most of Punchard. Even though I've shown it in other videos, things can change. Yeah, this is where the footpath gets better. It should be like this all the way along the better part, all the way. No, it annoys me that the whole footpath isn't like this here. And only pressure wash to a certain spot and just leave it. Fitzgerald Street to my right. Leave room on that side if someone wants to ride past or jog past or whatever. One of the seats, been there for the last couple of years. No bins, of course. you're having this all the way out along and then behind the school and all that would be great. All the way down to the Mango Tree Caravan Park would be awesome. It's a lot smoother, a lot safer too. More room for people to go around and that. Yeah, I wish they put lights like this over Grundy Bend at the sports ground where they put in the pathway, fairly new pathway, and clean the pathway regularly. So it looks terrible. It looks like it's been there a few years. It's only put in late last year. So hopefully they'll have what I want at Woolworths. Then I don't have to mosey down to Coles and just get a taxi home then after all that walking. Another one of those seats, this one's cleaner. Back where we just came from. Straight back for a little bit. That's what it's like along here. So if you're walking along at this particular time on this particular day, this is what you'd see. As good a representation as this camera can show. Anyway, so I wish they'd make a battery handle for this. Like a small, like the battery handles they make for their other cameras. For the Osmo Pocket cameras, the new ones. And just be able to clip them on the bottom, and even if it's got a little cord that goes into the USB-C to keep it charged. Just double the battery life. Here's your exercise equipment, fitness equipment and that. Should be able to see that pretty good now from the angle that I'm showing it. Because the sun's not wrecking the shot. All guys are running around and over the bridge. Yeah, it's hard for the camera to handle some of this. So if you have it down, on this particular camera it seems to brighten it up. It's Aston Street, A-S-T-O-N, Aston. Oh, haven't seen that house open ever, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen that open. Maybe it's been sold or something, and the same people don't have it anymore that had it before, I don't know. Just gonna get a quick photo. Yeah, Aston Street. Going to Aston and what's the other one? Can't think of the name of it, I should know. Agnes. The corner of Aston and Agnes. There you go, we'll go under the bridge. Trolley's still there, of course. Kmart trolleys seem to just be left. They don't have anyone going around checking, looking for them. But Woolworths and Coles ones eventually get picked up. I wonder if they still use the lights on here. They don't come through here at night. Yeah, they should have lights and that under here, like proper. So people walking through here can see what's going on. Safety. People do hang around under here. They do fishing down there. It's starting to rain. Again, little spits. Looks like it's rained not long ago through town. Yeah, it's that sort of weather. It'll rain in one part, and like 10-minute walk later, it's as dry as anything. Yeah, like before, like just now. It's all wet here. So they must have rained not that long ago, a decent amount. So the bowls club's pretty busy. The lawn bowls. A lot of cars to my left. And people parking in car park spots, but there's the Innisfail Bowls Club. Oh, people coming, students. So we'll show over the Johnston River, which we like doing anyway. But you see how muddy it is and dirty it is today. I wish they'd cut these right back. You get a better view, because they like to grow over the top of the fence, the railing and that. It's not too nice to walk along here then. You can see how dirty it is if it's showing up. I think the camera's struggling because of the way the sun is. Anyway, those people have gone past the children, so keep on our merry way, straight ahead. Yeah, we should be able to make it to Woolworths. Time. It'll just be a zip, 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 and then out again. We won't record in there, of course. Be nice to be able to and show what it was like and all that, but it seems to be only certain people can get away with that sort of stuff. If you look a certain way, then you're fine. But if you're not the stereotypical looking person, you know, then no, you get treated differently. So, but anyway, that's the way it is. It's life. You work your way around it. That's the Innisfail District Police Headquarters. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty big compared to the old. Looks like the old one looked like an old Queenslander building, an old Queenslander house. I mentioned in one of my other videos where that was in Cutter Court, where the main police car park is. That's where that used to be, next to the old Cane Cutter Tavern. See if we can get across. Oh, we're not going to beat the second car on this side, unless they're going over the bridge. No indicator. Oh, they indicate when they stop. Okay, well that's not very safe. Anyway, that's all good. They didn't get run over, so it's all good. A lot of school traffic this hour. Beat the school bus across Forward Drive safely. The school bus, what it looks like. A lot different than the school buses in my day. School buses in my day weren't even air conditioned. Kids don't know how good they've got it. All their classrooms air conditioned, their Wi-Fi everywhere. None of that stuff in my day. Back in my day. Yeah. You think after all the time I've been doing these videos, like when I first started, not long after YouTube first started.
9 kilometers completed.
9 kilometers.
Duration 1 hour 57 minutes 2 seconds. 1,765 steps.
Yeah, and you'd think people would be so used to seeing me walking around with a camera, it'd be just second nature. You know, it's like the camera's attached to me, sort of thing. That's how often people would see me with it. But no, I still get filthy looks. But there's a lot of newer people around town too that never used to be, ever since COVID and that. Yeah, there's a lot of different people. Let's go where it's safer to get up here. Down here. Yeah, I wish they'd put in a proper zebra crossing there. Oh, looks like there's been an accident just there. Showing the front and looking and talking to someone. Yeah. Hopefully no one was hurt. So we'll come up on the delicious and all that. And we'll turn off. But thanks for watching. It's best of times keeping memories alive for us, future generations to see. Just click the links in the description if you want to donate to the channel. There's a PayPal link. There's also a super thanks button under the video. So feel free to check that out if you want to donate. Other other links in the description of other people's videos if you want to have a look. And that. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool, and we'll catch you in the next one.